paid to do their quota. As we normally say, the president farms, I said it's the farm of the youth and the Gambian at large. Why I say so? Because all the benefits and we are the beneficiaries, in fact. The president himself and the family are never the beneficiaries, because whatever we derive from the farm is later plowed back to the community.
Other speakers included Aji Bintu Sanyang, Regional Mobilizer Banjul, and Bafode Toure, Youth Mobilizer West Coast Region, who urged the youths to fully participate in the youth summer farming at President Jammeh's farm scheduled to take place on the 19th September 2013. Uminjai, Grts.
Conservationists are capitalizing on the availability of rainwater to replenish our fast disappearing forest cover. One such exercise was a recent tree planting activity embarked upon by Comfora in collaboration with the National Agricultural Research Institute. The exercise, aided by AU CRAP, saw the planting of a wide variety of forest trees in the degraded forest area in Sita Village, West Coast Region. Bubasise reports that particular exercise is among a host of similar activities in the West Coast spread over a 2-week period.
This rehabilitation of degrading forest areas in the West Coast region, beginning in the Fonyi Bintang Karanite village of Sita, is set to continue for 2 weeks. The initiative is funded by the African Union, joining endeavors with local groups to revive agricultural productivity under the AU CRAP scheme. Over 1,000 varieties of seedlings, including mahogany, ironwood, bush mango, and malaina, were transplanted in the Sita community forest for enrichment planting. The project is being implemented by the Kombo Fonyi Forest Association, otherwise called Comfora, in collaboration with the National Agricultural Research Institute.
It is important to plant trees in the forest because right now in the Gambia, most of our forest trees, our forest lands are degraded. We have less trees, and then we have to plant more trees so that future generations can benefit more.
The village alcalo of Sita, Yankuba Jaju, expressed gratitude to Comfora and Nari for their efforts to promote agroforestry. Alcalo Jaju advised the community to plant more trees in their surroundings, emphasizing that plants are indispensable to human existence. Fonyi Bintang Karanaya Chief Alphusen Jaju argued that there are numerous benefits attached to trees for both humans and animals. He entreated people to protect the forest by embarking on reforestation to help restore indigenous species and threatened varieties facing extinction.
Spearheaded by ISRA, that's Senegalese Institute of Agricultural Research. And they partnered with IMPA, that's Guinea-Bissau, because of the fact that they had what we call a post-war conflict effect in their communities and the neighborhood. Now, when this was proposed to the African Union, they commented to indicate clearly that if the post-conflict communities are affected in this way and they want to revive their agricultural productivity, what about the neighborhood countries? And the only neighborhood country among these countries is the Gambia. That's why Gambia became a partner in this research and development initiative.
The principal research officer at NARI further expounded on the decentralization and revival of agricultural production and productivity.
Revival of agricultural productivity has no boundary in the first place. It can spread to other parts of the country depending on the donor directives or self-initiative directives, because we at NARI are really making everything possible to support the communities through extension on NGOs on improved planting materials, improved seeds, and other services that are required in terms of collaboration.
Comfora, a community-based NGO, was established in 1998. Since then, the group has been driving a committed program promoting agroforestry among a host of other schemes bent on human development. With a membership of 35 villages across Kombo and Fonyi, the association is now a household name in the country. This latest program by the vibrant local NGO, joining forces with the country's research institute, could massively propel the promotion of agroforestry and food production in the country. Buba SMCC, GRTS.
The district governor of Rotary International overseeing the Gambia chapter has been trying to find out firsthand how the Rotary clubs of Banjul and Fajara are faring. Antonio Rocha, who earlier visited some project sites, said he was highly impressed with the work of the Rotarians in the Gambia. Samuel Ba picks up the rest of that story.
The familiarization tour of the district governor of Rotary International, who is visiting the country for the first time, exposed him to a number of intervention sites of the humanitarian body, which currently includes a project in Tanje plus other educational facilities within the greater Banjul areas. Antonio Rocha, who oversees the Gambian chapter of Rotary International, dubbed District 9101, is in Banjul to have first-hand information about Rotary works in the Gambia.
I visited several projects of the clubs. I met the presidents and the committees. I had large discussions with them, and I could appreciate the work they are doing here in the Gambia.
The Rotary Gambian chapter consists of two proactive clubs, namely Fajara and Banjul. Their contributions to the country's development efforts have been outstanding through various initiatives meant to change lives.
I got very well impressed with all of these projects, especially with the lab project, which should be of capital importance for education in Gambia.
With a staggering 1.2 million membership across the world, Rotarians look forward to more progress in their strive to make the association more viable. A task at hand, according to District Governor Antonio, is to increase the membership of the body ahead of the much-anticipated South Africa conference, which takes place in 6 years' time.
For that, we need to grow membership till 30,005 Rotarians. Right now we have around 27,000 Rotarians in all Africa, in this big and important continent that have great potentialities, and we can develop further the membership in our countries.
Founded on the principles of selfless humanitarian services, Rotary International remains committed to tackling some of the world's most pressing challenges. Rotarians the world over have dedicated 2013, a year of soliciting greater support to eradicate polio.
The main goals of Rotary Foundation for this year is to eradicate polio. It's the main project of Rotary Foundation and of Rotary International. We are about to get polio eradicated.
The event was later characterized by a question and answer session bordering mainly on Rotarian affairs globally. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
EU finance ministers have been trying to find a remedy to failing banks before they damage the wider economy. That and other international stories when we come back. Welcome back. A war undertaking to unseat Bashar al-Assad, Bogdan, and U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is propelling diplomatic moves with his Russian counterpart to rid the Syrian government of chemical weapons. The Assad government has been given just 1 week to make a comprehensive list of its chemical arsenal and sites for immediate inspection. CNN's international correspondent, Marty Chance, has this look at the latest move seeking to bring a peaceful solution to Syria.
Weapons out of use can take years to implement and complete, but the timeline has been compressed as much as possible. John Kerry, the US Secretary of State, mentioning that they're giving Syria just 1 week to compile and submit a comprehensive list of its chemical weapons sites and its chemical weapons stockpiles. Normally 30 days is given, for instance.